I was singing and playing it just very badly.
Hi Rob,
Hey,
how are you doing?
I'm a little hungover,
Okay, well,
as I just explained.
that's good. The Blackening 2007 was a big success. Did you feel any pressure for this album?
I mean, for the last 6 months of the touring cycle, all we heard was, how are you gonna top the Blackening?
Yeah.
So we got pretty sick of that question. I mean, and the reason we got sick of it was because we just didn't know. We didn't know what we were like. We don't know. Like, how are we gonna top it? We don't know. We haven't started writing. We didn't know what we were doing, and so when we finally started writing, the first song that we came up with was "This Is the End."
When
And-
was this? When was this song written?
Well, the main riff was written I wrote it on the Slipknot tour in Auckland, New Zealand. So that would have been like October 2008, and then sometime after, I would say like maybe. I didn't really show it to the band. I wasn't even sure if it was Machine Head material. And then about 2000, June of 2010, so almost 2 years later, I started jamming the beginning and came up with the verse riff. And once I came up with the verse riff, it all fell into place for me. And so I came up with the classical beginning, which was a variation on the main riff. And then I called up Dave, and it had been about 2 months since we had stopped touring. And I called him up. I was like, "We got to jam. We got to jam. Like, I got to show you the song." And when we were done, it was for us, it was such a huge moment because it was very difficult to play. Really, really hard song to play, but it was so awesome that it ended up setting this bar that was above our playing ability, his ability and my ability, and it was going to be something that we needed to work towards. It was a challenge. We had to reach this point, and it was a cool precedent to set for the first song. Like, okay, we're not just coasting here. We got to get better.
Mm-hmm.
We got to be better, and it's going to take us a while. And it probably took us about 4 months before we could actually play that song and have it down and sing and
4 months?
yeah.
Does it normally take, I mean, have there been songs?
No, I
that
mean, normally
took so
when you
long?
play a song, when you write a song, you're just like, oh yeah, here you are.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you could do it. So that song was,
But what was then specifically
at least for
the
me,
hard-
maybe not Dave, but at least for me, it was
What took you 4 months then? What was
to be able to
specifically-
play it, to play the guitar parts good and not slop through them and sing and play it, separate everything. For me, a lot of times my challenge is that I've got to sing and play it. And when I write the riff, okay, I can play the riff, but then to sing the riff and separate it, and that riff in particular, it's, the whole thing ends up on like the 19th fret of the of the guitar and high string, and so.
But is it 4 months? You said is this the song that took you the longest time to actually be able to play and sing together, or are other songs in your back?
No, I mean, I was singing and playing it just very badly, very sloppily, and then at one point it was like, oh, okay, I can do this. It just separated, and I think just getting to the point where mean, it's so fast, and the blast beats, and the, very accurate, that kind of thing. To like play that solid and where it needs to be, it was such a precedent to set, and it just set the bar so high right off the bat. First song, it was like fuck. It was cool. It was a cool challenge to have, and it was a cool place to write from that place where, wow, we've got to get to this place.